Okay, let's get started, Leslie.
All right, everyone. Well, I just want to quickly introduce myself as well, because I know you guys all know Nick. My name is Leslie Jackson. I have been with Keller Williams for a few years, probably around 8, and trained as an MCTT, then was an RTT for Colorado. I actually came from a mega team prior to all of that. So I do have my real estate license. I do have the love for real estate. And then I decided to sidestep with Nick and consult with him. So here I am. So we created this program just because we know that knowing what we have experienced as trainers, we could see an opportunity in the system that a lot of our agents need more support with actually learning how to place their real estate business within our tech. So we really teach how to understand, basically we speak that language, right? We understand how to speak real estate to our agents, and through this program, that's what you're going to receive. So as Nick had said earlier, there's a lack of understanding of how to fully use Command to its highest level, where to begin, where's the middle, what to do, what happens when I capture a lead, what happens when I have a new contact, right? And there's a system in place in Command, but yet our agents feel very confused by it. So Nick and I have come together and decided, let's create a curriculum that teaches the beginning, the middle, and also the forever, so that our agents and or yourself will understand how to systematically work your business inside our tech.
Oh, I like the beginning, middle, and forever. That's good.
I thought that was good too. Thanks.
No, you did? Okay.
So this is a 3-month subscription. We're going to be serious, like literally starting from the very beginning and then helping you understand and giving you the tools to continue the forever, so that after this program, you walk away with a clear understanding of how to build your business and continue to build your business inside Command.
Sweet.
What did I miss, Nick? What would you like to add?
No, you're good. You're good.
Okay,
Let's
cool.
go to the next slide.
All right, awesome.
So we're going to go through month 1, 2, and 3. We're going to go through all 3 months and what we're going to teach you every week. So you're going to basically walk away knowing exactly what you're going to get. We're not hiding anything. So month 1, week 1, we're basically going to start with the why and then the how. And so what we've noticed is a lot of agents don't really understand, why should I use Command? Like, I'm already using something great, right? Like Command has a story, so we need to tell it. So we're going to talk about why we built it, how we built it, why we own it, and why that's important, what Gary's vision is for the technology, and how it serves both agents and consumer, and how it's basically an all-in-one. And we're going to show you guys some successes that agents have had that are using Command at a high level. We'll play you some videos and read you some of their testimonials, so you guys can really understand that there are agents doing a high level business who are using this product and it's not getting in the way of their growth. So let's move on to the next slide.
Awesome. So it all begins with your database, your contacts, and how to systematically follow up with them. We see a lot of agents that place contacts in Command, and then they're like, now what? What do I do? What's the smart plan that we use? How do I continue to stay in front of my database strategically? So we have created a 33 touch system to teach you or your agents how to understand systematically how to connect with them passively, directly, all of it in between, so that it doesn't feel like their database is being bombarded or your database is being bombarded, but we're staying in touch and building a relationship at the same time and feeling authentic while we're doing it, right? So we start from putting your contacts in, what it looks like, what does tagging and segmenting really mean? And then of course, giving strategies on which smart plans to use for which people.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Oh, wait, I lost the screen here. There it is. Okay, week number 2, opportunities. So the two things that you cannot, the two applets that you basically can't use Command without are your database and opportunities. And that's your pipeline. So we're going to talk about in week 2, we're going to talk about how to customize the phases and stages and what they should say with checklists so you can keep track of what you're supposed to be doing and keep your clients in the loop with what you're doing in terms of getting their home sold or helping them find a home. We're going to show you strategies to keep your pipeline full so that can become your lead generation. We're going to create smart plans for your contacts that are in specific stages. So if you have someone who you're cultivating, we'll have smart plans for that. If you have someone who is under contract, there may be a smart plan for that. Now, it may not be a smart plan that's consumer facing. It may be a smart plan for you so you don't forget to do certain things. And then we're going to show you how to keep your clients in the loop with the client update emails so you can always let them know what you've done that day to either get their home sold or to help them find a home. Leslie.
Awesome. All right. So week 3, we're going to discuss campaigns and what that really looks like in Command, but also the mindset and readiness of a Facebook lead. We could build campaigns all day long and capture leads all day long, but the biggest opportunity is to teach you and your agents how to understand what a Facebook lead really is and what that really means. Facebook leads are not always ready. And so we need to teach our agents the readiness of a Facebook lead, how to speak to a Facebook lead, the correct tonality, and how to convert basically. And then let's talk about smart plans, how we can automate the smart plans. We're going to teach you how to create the design and of course, how to teach you how to create the ad as well. But we are taking what happens with an ad all the way through Command. So you capture a lead, then what? How do you speak with them? Then what? What kind of smart plan? Then what, right? So it actually continues on with the lead, and it'll help you understand systematically how to do that forever. So that's what we're teaching here. Anything that you want to add here, Nick?
No, I was just laughing at Rashad's comment in the chat.
Oh, what did he say?
He's like, I'm a high, you're a high AD and I'm already sold. Sign me up. Love it, Rashad. That's awesome. Well, we're going to keep going.
Yep.
And I'll definitely get you all signed up by the end. That's for sure. Go back to that first slide campaign. So yeah, no, you were good. You explained it you explained it the right way.
Perfect. You can take this one.
Yeah. So in week 4, we're going to talk about consumer. So Command is it faces 2 ways. It faces the agent and it also faces the consumer. And the 2 work very, very well together. You can see everything that your client is doing on your mobile app and on your website. And therefore it helps you reach out at the right time when people are searching for homes and so on and so forth. But we're going to show you how to customize your website and customize your app. I mean, customizing the website automatically customizes the app, so you don't have to do both. We're going to show you how to walk through your app, and we're going to show you the functionality of the app and the website so you can better educate your clients on how those pieces of technology work. Your client's very savvy. They're going to figure it out, but there are things that Zillow and Realtor.com don't do that your clients are going to be really interested in understanding. We're going to help you build out the guide. So you have buyer guides and seller guides. And so basically what those two things are, and they're very underutilized, those 2 things help with transparency and help remind your client like what's coming next. So for instance, when you order something on Amazon, you get notifications throughout the entire process of when you order that product to when it's been shipped, to when it's 10 stops away from your house, to when it's 1 stop away from your house, to when it's delivered. When you order a pizza, through Domino's or Hungry Howie's, you have a tracker. It shows you when it was ordered, when it's being prepared, when it's in the oven, when it's in the car on the way to your house, and when it is at your house. So why shouldn't we have that for real estate? That's what the guide is. The guide will take your clients, buyer and seller, through the entire process and check off each process. So offer acceptance, home inspection, what happens during the home inspection, when we go pending, or if you're an attorney state, what happens during attorney review. So all of those things can be customized, and it helps keep them in communication with you without you actually having to be in communication with them. So it cuts down on those late night phone calls. So
love it.
Yep.
Nick,
all right, so I'll go over
one.
this. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll go over this. So like Leslie and I teach a lot of classes separately. And so we've put some of our classes into this program. So month 2, week 1, we're going to teach a class called The Life of a Lead. And I'll just read you what it says here. So this training focuses on how command applets tie together from when a lead enters your database, whether it be from an open house or from a Facebook campaign or it's basically an unmet. We cover the steps it takes to make contact by using smart plans, how to utilize opportunities when they agree to work with you, and you enter a contract and then become a past client who needs follow-up. So basically, it takes you from the moment that lead comes into your database, how you're going to follow up systematically with smart plans. When you get in touch with them, how do you integrate opportunities into that with phases and stages? And then once they become a past client, what are you going to do to keep in touch? So that will show how all of those different pieces of command run together and work together.
Awesome.
Week
2, month 2. So agent site strategies. I love this topic, Nick, because every time we teach it, we get so many agents that are like, wait, what do our sites do? Wait, I had no idea that I could do this. And so I love teaching this topic because we literally give you all the tools that you have right in front of you and you may not even know it, and strategies on how to connect the dots. So what happens when you sign somebody up with a biweekly neighborhood nurture? Well, what does that look like to the consumer? How do they use your site to their benefit? And what does that look like inside Command? How do you stay connected to your clients through the consumer site? How do you actually create a safe search? What is a collection, right? Does anybody on this call know what a collection is? And so we go through all of these functionalities that are right at your fingertips so that you can serve your consumer at a high level and stay connected to them hip to hip every single step of the way through the transaction process. We also discuss what Keller Mortgage and Keller Covered really look like on your site, how to utilize them, and give you strategies so that your consumer feels that you're providing value. So this is a really cool topic. I love it because every time we teach it, we have agents walk away with just light bulbs going off.
Yeah.
Nick,
so like,
did you want to add anything?
No, but the first time we're going to show you the websites, we're going to show you how to set it up and what different little functionalities and things like that. But this is going to show you basically like how you can also make it a lead generator for you too. So there's 2 different steps to using the KW sites and KW apps.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so week 3, month 2. Yeah, I'll just take it. Week 3, month 2, database strategies. We're going to implement what we learned a couple weeks ago in Life of a Lead. We're going to create a 36 touch approach. We're going to get into more strategies around smart plans and how to use them for certain occasions. We're going to talk about how you can systematically work your database to stay in touch with people that you know. And then we will play you some agent success stories from people who are very sphere of influence driven, and discuss what they're doing in their business to use command at a high level to stay in touch with their sphere.
Awesome. Campaigns. Nick, why don't you begin?
I'll
and
do
just
this one,
throw
yeah,
in-
because
yeah.
this is
Mhm.
another one of our classes that we teach. And this class typically costs around $300 for the class itself, but we're adding it to this. We teach this class once every several months, and it costs about $300 to take it on its own, but it's included in this. It's included in this 3-month program. So it's basically how to generate $1 million a month through Facebook. So over the last 12 to 15 months, I've generated 15 million in qualified business through Facebook using command. And we're going to talk about why Facebook ads and command are beneficial, why they're more cost effective, and why it's in your best interest to use those to lead generate on social media. We're going to help you set the right expectations with Facebook lead generation, how to talk to Facebook leads, where Facebook leads are in the process, and why they need to be approached slightly different. We're going to create a campaign that will bring you more higher quality leads. We're going to create campaigns that offer value and help you convert. We're going to use the right smart plans, and then we'll jump into some success stories from agents who are doing this the right way so you can learn from them as well.
Awesome. Week 1 of month 3. So as we know, we basically are going to show you the foundational ways to build your pipeline and why it's so important. But this week, we're going to take it up a level and really talk about value proposition. We're going to also discuss how to create those client guides to mirror your opportunity phases and stages, which is really cool. And then how to utilize the client updates to your benefit so that you stay connected to the client every single step of the way through the transaction, to automate those touches and to automate those emails as well. So a really cool week. I love the opportunity pipeline just because we get to talk about your future and what's up ahead, as well as what's happening in your present.
Awesome. Direct mail. This is one of my favorites, and a lot of people aren't using it. And there's really great ways to send out direct mail through campaign in a very strategic way. You can even do it in conjunction with a Facebook campaign. So you're hitting people with 2 different forms of media. You can hit them on Facebook and you can hit them on direct mail. You can also choose which homes you want to send a card to, what subdivisions or neighborhoods you want to send a card to. We're going to show you different strategies for farming, how to capture leads from a postcard using a QR code. And then of course, the right smart plans for follow-up if a lead does come in through a QR code on your postcard that gets sent out. But direct mail is one of my favorites. It's super easy to use. There's lots of really great targeting options that you can use to send it to the right types of homes. And in terms of like, if you sold a home for $500,000, you wouldn't send it to people who are renting an apartment. You would send it to other people who own similar homes. And this can help you really get pinpointed down to like the year that the house was built, how many beds and bathrooms a house has. Direct mail through command is pretty sweet. So this is going to be a fun one.
Awesome. Week 3, email campaigns. What are email campaigns? How do we create them in command? Do you all know that email campaigns even exist in command, right? So we give ways that you can create these campaigns, to even have templates to draw back to. So understanding how to build a template, number 1. Number 2, how you can just go back and not have to recreate that email over again, but literally how to just plug and play by using those templates over and over again. Really, this all goes back to branding and being consistent. So we talk about a little bit about that. And then of course, tying in other things like our KW sites, scheduling out an email so you don't have to go and feel like you're being rushed through the process, but really to be proactive. So being proactive and creating these touches is definitely key. And so we'll teach you how to do that throughout this week as well. All right, Nick.
Okay, landing pages. So this is one of another underutilized aspect of Command, I feel like. And landing pages are single property websites. They're really easy to make and they look very impressive to your sellers when you're listing a home. You can give them its own domain name. You can customize with photos. You can customize with neighborhood information. You can use them at open houses. So when people sign in, they get a digital open house flyer that comes directly from a landing page. There's lots of great benefits to using landing pages. And so lots of great lead generation benefits too. So we're going to get into this and you'll look at single property websites very differently.
Amen. Oh, and that's it. That's our, here we are.
So those are all 3 months. So we do have a single agent price. So for the single agents that are on this call, so we'll get into that in a second. But the team and market center prices reflect here, and it's monthly, once a month. It's monthly for 3 months. We're going to begin this on March 21st. It's every Monday at 2:00 at 1 p.m. Central, and you can have your entire team on for the same price. It's not $9.97 per agent. It's $9.97 per team or per market center. Okay, so Krista, I think you are agent services. If your whole entire market center wanted to be on these calls, it would be one price. Rashad, for your team, it's one price. So there's 60 minutes, give or take, probably 60, 75 minutes, depending on the topic. You'll have access to recordings and trainings on a private YouTube playlist that nobody else can access except for you guys. And you'll be able to keep those forever. So we don't take those down unless YouTube goes out of business, which I don't see happening. So like I said, it's $9.97 a month for market centers, productivity coaching, and teams. And our single agent price, which we don't have on here because we just kind of came up with it a couple days ago, is 30% off. So it's $697. So you get a $300 discount if you're one agent or a small team. So does anybody have any questions, comments, concerns? I'm going to post in the chat. This is the link to enroll if you want to grab that. But does anyone have any questions? Let's stop sharing our screen and just kind of talk about it. And I'm going to hit the record. I'm going to hit the stop record button. So let me do that.